Good morning, Schmucker Middle School. Happy New Year. We are so glad to see our hallways filled again. Sure. All of you looked so happy. Looked like you had a lot of time to relax and rest over break. So we're going to start with a special edition of WSMS this morning. But first, we're going to head over to Salem for the pledge.
Good morning. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remember to show respect, make a difference, and set the bar high. Have a great day. Now back to the announcers.
All right, well, thank you so much for getting us started. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was just something that I noticed in the hallways this morning as I was walking around saying hello to students, just how everyone seemed to be so kind and positive, and we're just really happy to greet people, and so I'm thrilled to have you all back in the building. So I just feel like that's something that here at Schmucker that really defines who we are, and that's just being kind to one another, being thoughtful, saying hello, going out of our way to help people, whether it's they're trying to remember their locker combination, because Mr. Fry, I am always surprised at how many people forget their locker combination over break.
And that's why I had my key on me this morning, just in case.
We did. I did use it a couple times too. So we just really appreciate that and want to just emphasize that all of our Schmucker Spartans, we really appreciate how you show kindness to one another, and then we'll continue to do that in the new year, that we just really appreciate that. We also want to say the grade level meetings right before break, that was so great to celebrate all your accomplishments, and we're looking forward to lots of things that you're going to accomplish and that we'll have opportunities to celebrate through the second semester as well. Today in all your classes and throughout this week and this morning on WSMS, as we start the new year, it's always great to go back and review expectations and just ways that you can get support here. It's just a nice time to kind of pause and reflect, and then also think about, hey, what's really important to us? So Salem said it this morning, you know, our motto is show respect, make a difference, and set the bar high. Those things are really important to us, and sometimes it's easy to get busy with just the life in school and all the different things, activities that you're involved with, and forget those things. So we just want to remember that everything that you do here at Schmucker should be defined by those things of how you show respect, how you make a difference, and how you really challenge yourself. You really set the bar high. So we know that today in your classes, and again throughout the week, teachers will be reviewing their classroom behavior expectations, their academic behaviors, or academic practices and things in class. So please keep your ears open for that and make sure you're ready. You ask questions and prepare yourself as we get close to the end of the second semester here. So I want to talk briefly about behavior, and Mr. Fry is going to talk specifically about the cafeteria. But just remember, in the student service office, you can always find support there. We do have the student report forms, so if there's anything that you see that maybe upsets you or you're bothered by, or you have some kind of conflict that you need help resolving, you can always stop by the student service office to grab a report form and let us know. And that will be one of the counselors can help you, or one of the administrators will help you as well. But we want to make sure you can always have access to that support if you need it. And just our behavior expectations. At this point in the year, I know every Spartan walking through the hallway, they know what we expect and they know the right thing to do. So I just encourage you to keep doing that and doing such a great job at that. We really appreciate that and are proud of you. So we're going to switch over to cafeteria expectations.
Well, welcome back, everyone. I know that I'm certainly excited to be back. 2 weeks off is great, but also being back with all of you is kind of a welcome sight. A couple of quick things. Today when you guys go into the lunchroom, we're going to be trying to do some different things this second half of the school year. Mrs. DeKeever has worked really, really hard to put some things in place. So we're going to be addressing some things such as how we release you guys to take your trays up. No longer are you guys going to have free reign to do that. We're going to try and control that a little bit more, make it more efficient, and at the same time kind of stop some of the chaos that goes on. We're also going to be addressing the throwing of food differently. We're going to have some spots throughout the lunchroom that are going to be specifically reserved to put kids in behavior monitoring areas that just can't seem to make the best of decisions. So we're hoping that with everybody coming back, that's one thing that we can curb. So be aware that things will change for you if in fact you're unable to kind of abide by these rules. And it should be things that you guys all know by now. And I know everyone's excited to be back, but we really have to tighten it up in there. It's become kind of an an issue for us, and we want to make sure that that experience is good for everyone, but it's also cleanly, and we're taking care of that area for Mrs. Dembski. Another thing that we're going to try to do is we're going to make sure that we're monitoring our restroom passes a little bit more stringently. We want to make sure that you're going to Mrs. DeKeever anytime you want to use the restroom. You need to go to Mrs. DeKeever, and she will issue that pass. Another thing that we're going to be looking at is also the way that we release you guys. Again, we're still trying to work on you guys from running to the lunch line. So in fact, if you guys are doing that, we'll be returning you guys back to that area, and you'll have to wait to actually eat to that last call. And then lastly, 7th grade, as you were told prior to break, you guys will be coming into the lunchroom today, and you'll be sitting in your advisories. There will be nameplates on each table to signify which classes sit where. Make sure you come in, you don't touch those things. You sit down in those areas. You should only be with your classes, and we'll go around and we'll do a roll call just to make sure that everybody's in the right area. It's as much up to you guys to make sure that you get in there quickly so that we can go ahead and move forward with getting you guys through the lines in a timely fashion. Other than that, we look forward to having everybody back. I'm excited for the second half of the year. I know that the administrative team as well is and the teachers are too. So welcome back, everyone.
Good. And I have 100% confidence that those of you in the cafeteria, you can do that and do that well. And I would say a majority of you do a great job. So it's just those small group, those few that we have to get you on board and make sure you're doing what you should be doing in the cafeteria. So the last thing that I want to talk about is academics. Please remember as you're looking that you communicate with teachers, that you look on Hack, that you keep on top of your academics and where you're at. That's what we're here for, to learn. That is number one. So please make sure that you're being responsible and staying on top of that. You also have your counselors. They can always help you. Mrs. Hoover and Mrs. Eck, they can help you if you need to reach out to them, but please reach out to your teachers as well. And last but not least, we will be reviewing e-learning expectations. So I know all of you got that nice 2-hour delay sleep in this morning. So hopefully we won't have any snow days, but they're just going to review with you this week just expectations for e-learning in case we do need that in the future. So again, I know our special edition went a little long today, but we just really appreciate everyone giving their full attention to these important matters here at Schmucker. And again, I look forward to hearing all your adventures that you had over break and hear how everything went, and look forward to all that we'll have to celebrate here in the second half of the year. So have a great day, everyone.
See you guys.